What's up, everybody? This is Brian here to tell you about our podcast, Bingetown TV. Our hosts include 7 best friends with a love for all things television. We cover a range of genres with a focus on fantasy and sci-fi, but also dip our feet into drama, horror, comedy, and pretty much anything we think is good television. We use the traditional deep dive formula for new live shows that are released week to week, but our calling card is our Rooks and Vets and Pitchtown TV series. Rooks and Vets pairs 2 of our hosts that have seen a show with 2 of our hosts that have not seen a show. Pitchtown TV is when we have a special guest pitch us a show by having us watch the pilot and trying to convince us to watch the rest. If you're craving more content on some of your favorite TV shows, then you should listen to Bingetown TV. Find us on our website at bingetowntv.com, the Apple Podcast app, Spotify, or wherever else you may find your podcast.
Are you a fan of young adult novels?
Have you ever wondered the stories behind the people who wrote your favorite young adult novels?
Then join author Eric J. Brown
And Alyssa Lube of Netflix's The Circle
every other Tuesday on YAOK.
Available on all podcasting apps.
Woo!
We're here to entertain you. We'll sing your songs.
Hey there, are you obsessed with things that happened before your time? Well, if you are, join me, the host of Before My Time, Kelsey Laurie, to discuss the wonders of the yesteryears that we weren't around to enjoy ourselves. You can find us on all podcast platforms.
Dixieland's a playing, soon you'll be swaying, so come on, sing along.
Geekscapists, we are nearing the end of the charity live stream. We've only got 2 more segments after this one, but this is one that I have been looking forward to for a very long time, and I can't do it without my Christmas 365 co-host, Dylan.
What's up, man? I'm ready to talk about some stuff.
Yes, we've got 17 movies to get through in roughly 45 minutes. So we need to introduce our guest co-hosts here. We've got Christian Bladt of Marvel Movie Talk and the Geekscape Book Club, among many others, like the video that you just saw about Snuffy.
Which was awesome, by the way, Christian. That was a great thing to put together, man.
It was awesome because of Matt's editing. So you notice he said thank you before I did. But he's right. That's deserved.
And from Monster Rally Podcast, James is here as well.
I'm here too.
So we did this last year with the Muppets.
Yeah.
And I thought, man, what a big ask to ask people to watch 10 Muppet movies. Then I presented 17 impossible to find Rankin Bass Specials.
Can I just say before we get started, there's a 90% chance that like maybe 1 or 2 I would probably have rather watched any of those Muppets. I just enjoy them a lot more than than most of these.
But yeah, I mean, I would probably have rather, watched, Faces of Death than some of these Rankin and Bass movies.
Some of these were unexpected surprises. So I'm borrowing a lot of the rules and aesthetics from the Screen Drafts podcast, which amongst those rules, each one of us gets to throw out a movie option at a specific spot in the list, and all of us are equipped with one veto that we can use wherever we see fit to say, nope, I refuse to accept that movie that low. We have to move it up higher. But each person gets a couple extra advantages as well. And those will be determined after we do a game together. But we are going to have, there's 4 of us doing the drafts. So the first person, person A, will get picks 17 and 16. So they're going to determine the bottom 2 movies, 12, 5, and then they get to pick number 1. But technically all they get to do is say what is the last movie that's available. So because they get kind of the short end of the stick and the back end of everything, they get 2 extra vetoes if they get that slot. So they'll have 3 vetoes. They can really control some placement on the board. Person B gets 13, 11, 6, and number 2. So basically, person B can determine what's the number 1 movie. That's why they only get a single veto for this. Person C gets 14, 10, 7, and 3. They get a veto override, which they cannot use on their own pick, but they can use it on anyone else's pick. So like if Dylan puts something at 4 and I veto it and James has the veto override, he basically gets to say, fuck you, Matt, you just wasted a veto. That thing's staying at 4. And then lastly, person D gets 15, 9, 8, and 4, and that person also gets an extra veto. So, interesting layout of options here.
And to be clear, you will be keeping track of all.
I will let everybody know when it's their turn to do anything. So Dylan and I don't get to play for placement here.
Okay. Nope.
All right.
So I'm going to ask 3 questions, best 2 out of 3 here on these questions between James and Christian. They are all questions related to Rankin and Bass history. Let me start. I'm going to save that what I have as the first question for the last question as a tiebreaker. So question number 1. In the Rankin and Bass Halloween film Mad Monster Party, who voices the monster's mate, aka the Bride of Frankenstein?
Is it Peter Lorre?
No.
Okay.
I
hate that special, by the way.
Oh, it's god awful. Like, you should do it for Monster Rally podcast, but
yeah, I bought this DVD a year ago, knowing that we were eventually going to cover it. Have I watched it? No, I haven't. So I'm gonna have to go with.
James, I have this DVD, and I'm pretty sure this person's name is plastered across the front of it because it's the only noteworthy celebrity.
Really?
In the whole thing.
Oh, I should have paid more attention to that.
Oh, no.
Oh boy. Ooh. I'm gonna go with Dolly. Why not? Dolly Parton.
All right. Unless anyone else. All right. So I'll throw out a hint. Famous insult comic of the 60s.
Don Rickles?
Not Don Rickles.
Oh, wow. Okay. I thought.
Keep in mind, this is the Bride of Frankenstein, the Frankenstein's mate.
I mean, it's not Joan Rivers.
Of the 60s.
Of the 60s?
60s, 70s, I guess.
I would.
Joan Rivers is in the ballpark.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Dinah Shore.
No. All right. Are you guys going to give up on this one?
Yeah. I don't want to speak for James, but I'm giving.
Hang on. Okay.
Phil, do you have any clue who this is?
No.
Phyllis Diller.
It is Phyllis Diller.
Yeah.
Good job,
You know what? Yep.
I know, because I knew it wasn't what's her name who played Frau Brooke, but I knew it's someone of that era.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So second question. In 1999, Rankin and Bass released their final film, The King and I. This was 17 years after their penultimate movie. What was this iconic fantasy animated film that Rankin and Bass made in 1982?
Lord of the Rings?
No.
Sugar.
Is it Pinocchio? the Christmas, or that's not? Is that even animated? I might be.
No. I will give you another hint. This is a movie that I frequently see on people's lists of like childhood trauma films.
Last Unicorn.
The Last Unicorn is here.
That's what I was thinking too.
And then I'll just tell you what the tiebreaker question
the tree with
been.
boobies. I remember that.
So, including the 17 Christmas specials that we have to cover in this.
Oh God!
How many featured films and specials did Rankin and Bass create based on my count on Wikipedia? The answer: 42. They made
that's
40.
way more than I thought it would be by like at least 10.
Which is really crazy because 3 of them are good.
Yeah.
Well,
right. So James,
I'd say maybe even 4, but
you know what?
James,
I'm gonna round up, James. Yes, definitely 4.
but that includes Lord of the Rings and and Hobbit.
Yeah, that does actually.
All right, so James, you get to pick. Are you going to be player A, player B, player C, or player D?
I feel like I'd be crazy to not be A, right? That would seem insane to not be A.
To get those 3 vetoes and determine
those
the bottom?
vetoes are going to be good because I have some opinions about these movies.
Dude, there's a couple that I think surprised me. I've been holding back on telling Dylan anything about my thoughts on almost any of these movies, but my top 5 read like a crazy person.
And as I'm listening to you say that, as you have been texting me that, basically, as I'm watching these, I'm like, how has Matt formed such a deep opinion on any of these?
I know, right? All right,
there are
so
3
Christian,
you can feel very strongly about.
Yes.
I feel like
Christian, player B, C, and D still exist. Do you know which one you want to go with?
Yeah, I'm looking at the explanation that you sent us in the private chat, so that I'm not going to make you say them all again.
Yeah,
and I think that person B is who I want to be.
Okay,
because
so you're gonna
having pick of number 2 is kind of like picking number 1.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
All right, so you have 2 vetoes. I will keep track of all of this stuff for us. Dylan, I'll let you pick. Do you want C or D here?
I like the idea of that. I like that idea of the veto override, so I'm gonna go with C.
No.
Okay, easy enough. So,
do I need to veto Last Unicorn, or is that?
Yeah.
I think that automatically goes to 1. I think.
Okay.
Right?
All right. So, with that in mind, James, what is the 17th and thus the worst of these 17 Rankin and Bass specials that we were talking about?
It really is Sophie's choice if you hate both of your kids and you just want to be rid of both of them, but you still have to keep one of the kids.
I will have to say it's Pinocchio's Christmas.
I agree. Did anyone actually find a version of this in English?
All I'm saying is that I had a buddy of mine, maybe take to the high seas, one might say, to find me these things.
Yeah, this is... I'll tell you something that the Pinocchio story never needed was more Christmas in it.
What's more? I would say more, period.
Yeah, anything at all.
Getting caught up on a couple of the comments here. All right, cool. Just wanted to get caught up. All right, I'm good. We're all caught up now. Also, just a reminder, we're doing this for the Big Brothers, Big Sisters of coastal and northern New Jersey. If you haven't already, please go and donate at geekscapegives.com. We're at 69% towards our goal. I know no one wants to be the one to make the funny number go away, but we do eventually need to make the funny number go away so that we can hit our goal. Pinocchio's Revenge. Any lingering thoughts on a film that I literally watched?
Oh man,
that I literally watched at 2 times speed in Italian with the American songs because I was like, I'm not taking the time to find this.
I think it's kind of crazy that Arlene Sorkin based the Harley Quinn voice off the cat in this. I think that's like wild, and it's extremely rude that it's an hour long.
Yeah.
That is,
I might have recognized that if I also were to have watched it in English, but
yeah,
I actually watched it in Spanish. So,
I tried to find it in Klingon, but I was unsuccessful.
Oh, unfortunate. All right, so it doesn't sound like anyone's
original Klingon.
No one's throwing out vetoes to get.
Could you imagine using your veto to save Pinocchio?
You'd be a real sicko.
Yeah. All right. So James, 16 as well here.
The most baffling title out of all of these, The First Christmas, the story of the first Christmas.
Which I think I missed a word. I think it's The First Christmas Snow, but still.
The story of the first Christmas snow. The only thing that I have to say positive about it is that Angela Lansbury is always a treat.
This was not at my 16, but it was still pretty goddamn low. So I'm not.
Most of you could switch these all out.
Yeah,
I can't fault you for that. And I grew up with lots of bed knobs and broomsticks. I mean, I loved Angela Lansbury as a kid.
She's the best.
Terrible.
The best.
This is part of like what I think is my least favorite of the Rankin and Bass genre, which is like overly depressing storylines. Like it is just, there's another one that is just like beating you down with sadness throughout the entire watching experience. It is still a dramatically better watch than The First Christmas, the story of the first Christmas snow, in which a blind boy is in an orphanage where they're trying to kick him to the curb before Christmas.
I'd rather watch The Little Matchstick Girl with a laugh track as opposed to
I think I still didn't, even when I was watching it, didn't put together that the title was The First Christmas Snow, because I was like, where is Jesus at? Like, what is happening here?
All right.
What's up with Rankin and Bass's like need to constantly bring up Christmas snow as a specific thing?
Christmas snow, and they also bring up Jesus a lot.
There's a lot of Jesus happening.
Speaking of Jesus, my pick at 15, which might be a hot take, I don't know. I'm putting the first Little Drummer Boy movie here at number 15.
First one, you say?
Yes.
Wow.
That is a little surprising that the first one's terrible, but you're saying that the second one's better.
Listen, zero is on a whole nother level.
All right.
I mean, I had 5 at the same, like on my letterbox, 5 have the same exact score. So sure, like I won't fight this one.
So for me, I think what it came down to with this one is like a lot of these are bad.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of the sequels, and Little Drummer Boy specifically, a lot of the sequels are so insane that I would rather watch like the batshit story than this one that I think is just dull as dirt. I think it is so boring watching this movie, where at least like book 2, they are doing something that's at least a little memorable.
They're trying.
I can agree.
Yeah. All right. Well, Dylan, you get the next pick here.
I think the only one of you, based on that conversation, that would veto this might be Matt, but I'm gonna put at number 14, The Little Drummer Boy Part 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo. There were some things I liked,
name, which is Book 2.
Yeah, Book 2.
I did like I thought the Money 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 song was a banger.
Yeah.
I am kind of bummed that this whole thing was about Silver Bells, but the Christmas song that they used was "Do You Hear What I Hear" and not Silver Bells. But other than that, I have the same complaints. And honestly, this is a complaint I have for most of these, is that it's just kind of boring as hell.
Yeah.
There are a lot of these I just kind of summed up with, wow, that was boring.
It's shocking that some of these are so boring and they only have like a 30-minute runtime. Like I definitely remember being a kid and watching Little Drummer Boy, and I couldn't wait for the commercials.
But that's why, like, I think that's why I was wondering if it was a hot take, because there's 17 of these specials. I would argue that maybe people off the top of their head know 4 of them. Mm-hmm. And Little Drummer Boy tends to be one of those 4 that people remember. And I'm like, how is this? Like, I think that there's ones that I had never heard of until we did this that are astronomically better than Little Drummer Boy. Like, there's a few movies that I'm just saying we need to reassess which Rankin and Bass films we do the yearly watches of, because Little Drummer Boy ain't it. Like, it is not, that's not where it's at. Christian, you are up for your first pick.
Well, I would love to be challenged with a veto on this, but if somebody's going to tell me that Leprechaun's Christmas Gold should be any higher than this, I will be shocked. Now, I would like to see...
Really?
I agree. I'm with him. I agree.
Really?
The only thing missing from this... Listen, you know what would have made this movie better? Warwick Davis as the murderous leprechaun.
Yeah. Now, you're not wrong.
Okay.
I will say, because Leprechaun's Christmas Gold is both completely insane and racist.
Yes.
So you're keeping it
way
for the
better
racism.
than half of these things.
All right. Well, I had this about where you put it there, Christian, but this has been vetoed. So I guess what's your next lowest option for number 13?
Well, I guess, and again, we are splitting hairs at this part of the list. I guess I'm going to go with Jack Frost.
Oh, veto.
Okay, great.
Whoa!
I much prefer the 90s movie with Shannon Elizabeth, and something very unfortunate happens to her in that film. Very unfortunate.
Listen, I'm not going to say where it's at, but Jack Frost is in my top 5.
That's crazy, man.
That's wild.
But all right, Christian, so you've been vetoed twice. I did not think that vetoes would get thrown this low at the list, but all right.
I'm pivoting because The Year Without a Santa Claus.
Can I veto? Do I have a veto, Matt?
You have one veto. You're going to use
That's
the
my
one veto.
veto.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Now, some would say that I'm intentionally having you
depleting
guys burn through your
vetoes.
vetoes. Yeah.
No, but you started with Leprechaun's Christmas Gold, which is what should be at this spot.
It belongs here.
Yeah, I wasn't using my veto for that, but I'm glad someone did.
Yeah.
All right, Christian.
This is how we end up with what happened at the Weird Algorithm live panel at Comic-Con.
For sure.
I have to
dear
pick
Lord.
something I didn't want to pick. All right. Well, somebody go ahead and use a veto on Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July.
That I will accept right there.
Yeah.
That is
mainly because it's 90 fucking minutes.
Oh my god, it's offensively long.
Yeah.
This did not need to be the feature film that Rankin and Bass went for.
They should actually switch the title of the Oscar-winning film, The Brutalist, and just put that on this because I needed an intermission at minute 40.
I like that this was... The one thing I'll say in its favor is that this was the Rankin and Bass Avengers Endgame.
This really was. You got a lot of reused puppets all over.
And like
this
Jack Frost coming into the end, I'm like, oh, that's the On Your Left.
Yeah.
That's like, oh no, what's gonna happen? Oh, on your left.
There he is.
Oh dear Lord. All right, well, James, every person threw a veto at Christian to get what I think is the proper film to be here, honestly, Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July.
It stinks so bad.
But all right, James, you get the next pick here at number 12.
Stingiest Man in Town.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stingiest Man in Town.
Dylan, I think this is about the time we should talk about the text message you sent me when you were watching The Stingiest Man in Town, which was something along the lines of, I will take their bad stop motion over their bad animation any day of the week.
Yeah, I just don't. I even as a kid, I didn't like a lot of the animation. As Matt and I have talked about, I am not the biggest Frosty fan, but I'm also not willing to die on the hill that I don't like Frosty, and I'm sure a lot of people do love Frosty. Yeah, I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm going to watch one of the stop motion films before I watch the 2D animation stuff. And listen, there are already multiple better Christmas Carol musicals out there. Like multiple. So this is, I didn't need this. And yeah, I think this is great. If not, should be lower. But honestly, I'd put all of these lower than we've already put them.
Yeah.
Like if I could just have spaces of blank. That would be fine.
Also, like, I think my biggest issue with this, beyond the fact that it sucks, is like, I feel like Walter Matthau in a live action movie would make an incredible Scrooge.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But I
Agreed.
don't want this animated, weird Walter Matthau lookalike being Scrooge. Like, there's zero fun in that to me.
If they had done a live action version of the Mr. Magoo Christmas and Walter Matthau was Mr. Magoo, that would actually be the perfect Christmas movie.
That
100%.
Well, Christian, you're back up to the plate again, and I want to let you know, just because I don't want there to be any confusion, you can now replay any of the films that you got vetoed previously.
I'm gonna try. But I guess I'm going to put a little bit more strategy in here. And so now I'm going to see anybody want to stand up for The Year Without a Christmas? The Year Without a Santa Claus.
Listen, I said my piece about
do it.
I believe that should be higher on the list.
Okay.
All right. So you're using your second veto.
I'm using my second veto.
Now is he
down to one veto already, and we haven't even cracked the top 10.
I don't listen. That one. If nobody else is going to fight for it,
let's see if you're going to be Steve Rogers jumping on the grenade. That is. What's that leprechaun one called?
The Leprechaun Christmas Gold.
Yeah, the Leprechaun Christmas Gold. All right, you want to save that now? Okay, now we're finally
at this point. No,
now we're where that movie belongs. Although Matt and I both felt it should have been a few lower than this, but I accept it at this spot. It's okay.
The only film I disagree with in all of this placement so far is the Little Drummer Boy book 2. This is mostly where my list
top
was.
5.
That was. I'm curious. No, it was like just outside the top 10.
Yeah,
like
I was actually the one that you kept saying, like, I really liked this one, and as I'm watching, I'm like, I don't get it. I don't understand why.
I also once got a similar text from Matt Kelly. He's like, I don't know why people talk about Mannequin because Mannequin 2 on the Move is amazing.
Yep. Listen, I like camp. I don't know what to tell you.
He prefers Revenge of the Nerds 2, Nerds in Paradise. He prefers Caddyshack 2 with Jackie Mason.
Okay, that one I do have to say, how dare you?
Yeah.
I'll say this. I had Leprechaun's Christmas Gold at number 8. I had it directly in the middle.
Okay.
My number 8 as well.
And it's part of it is just because it was Art Carney. I love Art Carney. Like Going in Style, I think, is an incredible movie. But it was so offensive and bizarre, and it's clearly like they were making this for St. Patty's Day, and they're like, we're going to push you to December. Like, throw some Christmas crap in there. That's really the vibe that it has.
Art Carney was determined to ruin Christmas because he's also in the Star Wars Christmas special, and there's an atrocious Christmas-themed Twilight Zone that he's in. Like, it's a incredibly painful. I think
is that
one's
the Night of the Meek?
Yeah,
that's a really rough one too.
Yeah.
From writer-director Ryan Johnson.
The Holy Grail, a perfectly impossible crime.
Wake Up Dead Man has critics singing its praises.
God help me. Anything else?
It's a deliciously entertaining mystery.
That's nice.
It's certified fresh.
It's a miracle.
Okay, you're freaking me out now.
It's the best Knives Out movie yet.
This case is solvable, right?
Oh, you'll see. It's fun.
Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery starring Daniel Craig. Now playing on Netflix.
What's up, everybody? This is Brian here to tell you about our podcast, Bingetown TV. Our hosts include 7 best friends with a love for all things television. We cover a range of genres with a focus on fantasy and sci-fi, but also dip our feet into drama, horror, comedy, and pretty much anything we think is good television. We use the traditional deep dive formula for new live shows that are released week to week, but our calling card is our Rooks and Vets and Pitchtown TV series. Rooks and Vets pairs 2 of our hosts that have seen a show with 2 of our hosts that have not seen a show. Pitchtown TV is when we have a special guest pitch us a show by having us watch the pilot and trying to convince us to watch the rest. If you're craving more content on some of your favorite TV shows, then you should listen to Bingetown TV. Find us on our website at bingetowntv.com, the Apple Podcast app, Spotify, or wherever else you may find your podcast.
Are you a fan of young adult novels?
Have you ever wondered the stories behind the people who wrote your favorite young adult novels?
Then join author Eric J. Brown
And Alyssa Lube of Netflix's The Circle.
every other Tuesday on YAOK.
Available on all podcasting apps.
Woo!
here to entertain you. We'll sing your songs.
Hey there. Are you obsessed with things that happened before your time? Well, if you are, join me, the host of Before My Time, Kelsey Laurie, to discuss the wonders of the yesteryears that we weren't around to enjoy ourselves. You can find us on all podcast platforms.
Soon you'll be swaying, so come on, sing along.
I just want to apologize. I'm sorry to everyone. I was very naive and very stupid, and I shouldn't have put other people in danger. I am so sorry for everything that has happened, because in spite of what Joshua says, it's now all my fault. I insisted our listeners subscribe to Fright School on Apple Podcasts. I insisted they leave us reviews. I insisted that they give us a 5-star rating. And it's all because of me that we're here now and we're being hunted. I love you, Mom and Dad. I am so sorry. I only wanted to make good content for our listeners. I'm so scared. I'm going to die out here. Joshua, is that you?
Dylan, you get pick number 10.
Oh, and I'm sure somebody's going to jump on me, but honestly, it started off with the creepiest animated Andy Griffith ever to exist, and I'm throwing Frosty's Winter Wonderland at number 10.
I allow that to stand.
All right, cool, sweet. All right.
I did have that a little bit higher than I anticipated, but I am not going to.
But for that to get into the top 10, it should be proud of itself.
Yeah, I'm not going to jump on that grenade.
I mean, incredible to think that that's what kids want to see: Frosty get married. That's what a wild choice.
It's what we were all dreaming of. Listen, I'm gonna throw out one that I'm shocked that at least one title has been mentioned before this one of the classic Rankin and Bass films, but I, similar to Little Drummer Boy, find this movie dull as dirt. At number 9, I'm suggesting Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Wow. Okay.
Not my preferred origin for Santa Claus in the Rankin and Bass.
I agree. I have it higher, but I'm not going to fight it.
No.
Yeah, I can't. I'm gonna let that stand.
Meister Burger, very good, very cool.
But
that's about it.
It's but I mean the town, and I don't know, it's very one note. Burgermeister Meister Burger are like all-time great characters, but I mean, look, that doesn't necessarily make a movie.
I'm gonna be saying the same thing whenever we get back to the Year Without a Santa Claus, where I think just because the Heat Miser song rules does not mean that whole movie's worth watching.
Well, save that thought, Matt, because when Year Without a Santa Claus is number 2, you can talk about that.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see if it gets to that point. But right now, I'm getting pick number 8, and I don't think that this will be controversial, but I know people who fucking love this special. Right. I'm gonna go to the cartoons again and go with "'Twas the Night Before Christmas."
I agree.
What number is this? Is this 8?
Number 8.
That's okay. Yeah.
That's fine.
That's a fine spot for it.
That's fine.
We're talking about the special, not the poem itself. So I'm quite all right with that.
Like, this is, for comparison, when we did the Muppets last year, to me, this is like, the Mr. Willoughby's Christmas tree, Christmas tree episode, where it's like, yeah, this is fun and goofy and like lighthearted and weird, but like I still don't really want to watch it that much.
Yeah,
I mean it's Ratatouille, right? They stole the whole thing from this, right?
Basically. Dylan, you're up. Number 7. There's one that I'm shocked you haven't brought up, Dill.
Oh, man. I believe in you, Dylan.
I think. See, now I'm curious about which one you're shocked I haven't brought up, because there's one that I haven't talked about. I did mention already, but I won't throw it down this far on the list because I know someone's gonna die on that hill, and I don't want to be that person. But I'll let you guys waste your veto if you want to. I'm gonna put Frosty because I can't fucking stand Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to veto Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah, I was gonna say
he's on the Mount Rushmore of Christmas time.
Yeah,
I was hoping to get through this entire competition with all my vetoes intact because I feel like that would make me a gold star voter. But no, I'm sorry. No, Frosty has to be a little higher.
All I know is that Bill and I seem to be on the same page here. I'm loving this.
I don't like the animated stuff didn't capture my attention when I was a kid. So like, it's not something that I grew fond of when I got older.
It's because you hate anime,
fine.
obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Like anime entrepreneurs, Rankin Bass.
Yeah, I'm trying to telepathically send you what should be at number 7.
I'm hoping that we all agree on it.
I think we have to agree.
Is it Rudolph's Shiny New Year?
Oh. That's not what I was thinking of, but Alex,
I
will tell you that was my number 3.
Wow,
that's insane.
There is a point
that was my
where
12th.
Ben Franklin shows up. And
that's what got you in? That was like, oh shit, I'm locked in now.
They got Ben?
If I was voting on this 40 years ago when I was 9 years old, that might have been my number 1. Matt, I have a veto left, right? Oh,
I'm back.
Okay. Yeah, you're using the computer microphone now, unfortunately, so you might want to reselect that. But yeah, I gotta veto Rudolph Shiny New Year, even if it only goes up one spot. But
all right, I'll take it.
Come on, dude.
Look back through here.
I'll not mention the. Did you like this more than I thought you liked this?
I don't know. Maybe. Let's go with Jack Frost.
Yep. Fuck. Perfectly fine. No problem.
Go for it.
I disagree.
Considering I wanted to put it at like 16, that's fine.
Yeah, I almost went with like, you know what, safe bet, so we can just move on to someone else. Jack Frost. Like,
I'm like of the mindset that you forgot that a movie is still.
I feel like that as well.
Well, James, or no, Christian, you're up next at number 6.
Can I just say something about Jack Frost real quick?
Please.
I think it's delightful.
I think it shouldn't be on the list because it's a Groundhog Day movie.
Whoa! All right, you know what though? That's hard to.
Okay, so like, wait a minute. Am I crazy, or one of these movies takes place in like the summer, and another one of these movies takes place after Christmas? Already, like it's literally in the name. So I don't think that makes an argument. Christmas does in fact happen in this movie.
Yeah.
Before Groundhog Day. It is brought up.
I had never seen the movie Jack Frost before. Like I had seen the character show up and stuff, but like I was like, I'm wildly charmed by this story. And I don't know why. Like I don't think it would be one that I would watch every year, but this was, like I said, Jack Frost made it to number 4 on my list.
Dami is the best thing that Rankin Bass ever created, I think.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. But all right,
all right,
yeah, that was a bad movie.
So
Christian, number 6.
I'm gonna try again with one. So part of the reason that I had to rescue Frosty is because of the tremendous voice talent. You not only had Jimmy Durante, Jackie Vernon, and yes, June Foray, aka Rocky the Flying Squirrel. So there was a part of that. But my choice of A Year Without a Santa Claus is largely based on that hack Mickey Rooney, who I can't stand in anything. So I wanted this to be much lower. It belongs out of the top 10, but I'm going to go ahead and put it right here, right now, because I hate Mickey Rooney.
I'll allow it.
I am allowing it, but I still think that there's a movie that's worse that I cannot believe is going to be in the top 5.
I only have one left.
Yeah.
What are the veto? How many vetoes are left, Matt? I need to know.
Christian
got one.
has none left. Dylan has a veto override, and then you and I both have a veto.
Okay.
And I'm not using it for a year without Santa Claus because I also don't think it's that good of a movie.
Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about, Matt.
Like,
yeah. Go ahead,
there's one that's absolutely offensively still on here, but I see what Christian's doing, and so I will not pull the trigger on this veto.
All right, James, can you get this movie that should not even be here off of this list already?
Nestor, man, Nestor.
Yeah, Nestor,
Get
the
Nestor out
Christmas
of
donkey, the long-eared Christmas donkey. Like, don't get me wrong, that dude's cute as shit, but I will never watch this fucking special again for the rest of my existence.
I had it at 13. I can't believe it was still there.
If I was allowed to include
I hated the special.
Sorry, go ahead. I think we lagged a little bit.
No, that's all right. I'm done with my one statement. I hated the special.
The former cast of one of the incarnations of Mystery Science Theater 3000 have something called Riff Tracks, and they did a Riff Tracks on Nestor. That I would not put on this list because it's very entertaining. But the Nestor itself, this is where he belongs. Yeah. He actually belongs much lower.
He belongs way low. I think at least below A Year Without a Santa Claus and Jack Frost, personally. But
Mickey Rooney's not in it, so I'll allow it.
That's fair. All right, James, you might throw a veto at me on this next one, but I'm gonna go for it, and I promise you, Dylan can back me up. This is my true feelings, and not me just trying to bait the last veto out of you. At number 4, I want to put the original Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Absolutely not. Get out of town. You sound psychotic right now, Matt. You sound crazy.
Hey, just a heads up.
You sound crazy.
Hey, just to make things interesting, because nobody's going to agree with me on the whole Frosty thing, so I think this is my only time to use it. Veto override. Keep Rudolph at 4.
Hell yeah! That's right.
You know what?
Are you kidding me?
There's one person that I feel deserves to not be in the top 3, and that's that asshole Santa Claus in this. He is such a dick that he should. If you could just take Santa out of this, he should be at like number 18.
Yeah, and that is, for the record, my last pick on this list. So
2 words, 14 letters. Yukon Cornelius.
It's pretty great. Bumbles
I
do
mean,
bounce.
He's great, but whatever. All right,
you just have to watch the whole thing.
He's got a fixed blade. He's strapped. He's a guy looking for adventure. Come on. None of these movies have Yukon Cornelius except for one.
No,
all right.
I agree.
Dylan, you get
right now.
You get pick number 3.
All right, so just to round this off, just to make sure I'm right, we've got Frosty left, right? Mm-hmm. We have Shiny New Year.
Shiny New Year.
Shiny New Year's still here.
That is in fucking sane. Like, let's just throw that.
You're welcome.
That is absolutely insane that Shiny New Year is there.
And it's going to be above the original Rudolph the way that I had it on my list already.
You're a sicko, Matt. A sicko.
Rudolph was my number 5 with Jack Frost and Shiny New Year above it.
Yeah, there's one I'm very excited to talk about, but because I want it higher, that's not the one I'm going to put. And
I know what you're talking about. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Because I absolutely love that special. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get it out of the way. Well, Shiny New Year. I'll do Shiny New Year at 3.
That's fine.
I think we can move forward.
What Matt's gonna do?
No. I'm not going to use my veto here.
Do it, Matt. Do it, Matt.
I'm probably not going to. Well, we'll see how this plays out.
Everybody knows Rudolph Shiny New Year is better than Rudolph the Red-Nosed.
So here's my thing. All I'm saying, this year, when you have people over for New Year's Eve, there is a less than 0 chance that most of the people have never fucking seen Rudolph Shiny New Year. Put this shit on. It's gonna blow people's minds. There's the whale with a clock in its tail. There's the knight that speaks in rhymes. There's a caveman. There's a baby New Year with giant ears that everyone picks on. Like, this is the crazy. This is like Rankin Bass smoked some of the same stuff that Marty Krofft was smoking and just created the most outrageous special. I loved every second of this. And I'm so glad it's above the original Rudolph. All right, so Christian,
yes,
you get to kind of decide how this goes. I mean, I do have a veto.
You do have a veto, yeah.
But if I'm being honest, I really have no horse. I think that this is the exact final two, and I'm content with.
You're content with wherever they fall.
Yeah.
I imagine that no one's going to stop me from putting the OG Frosty at number 2.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I respect it. I respect people's views.
I had it as my number 1. I love Frosty the Snowman, but I'm not going to veto this because I think that we need to take a stand on this podcast and say that there is a Christmas special that I have never watched until this year for this very thing. And never have I watched something for Christmas 365 that got on my yearly watch list more quickly than what we're putting at number 1. But do we have any final thoughts about Frosty before we move there?
Absolutely. I don't know about you guys, but Frosty absolutely sounds like he's looted out the entire time, and maybe he has 3 hidden families as well. I'm just trying to hit the new news that may be out there now.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm glad that Frosty Returns isn't part of this because I would hate I would hate to take a stand against John Goodman, but I would have to. But the OG Frosty, look, it's a half hour. You know, it's fine.
It's not even. It's like 20 minutes. It is one of the shortest animated Christmas specials.
22 minutes. I think it goes down smooth.
Well, yeah, that's because when it was originally broadcast, there were all those ads that Frosty did for Chesterfields. He was teaching Karen how to smoke.
I believe that. How else are you going to stay warm on a cold day?
Smoke lucky.
But yeah,
hey, Karen, let's jump on this train to Flavor Country.
But I have to tell you, because we mentioned Jim Durante, and Barb did not stop making fun of me about this factoid. But, you know, we're recording this like the day after Spotify Wrapped came out. Jim Durante's The Glory of Love made my top 20 songs that I listened to on Spotify this year. And I think it's just because I love listening to that man do anything. I love Jim Durante's voice.
He's fantastic. I agree.
The way he sings the version of Frosty the Snowman where you think he might be dead, and it sounds like he could break into crying at any moment with the Frosty the Snowman. Like, you're like, oh man, he's barely keeping it together in that booth right now. But James, let's make it official. Say the number 1 Christmas movie.
So this was my number 3, but I've got no problems with it taking the top spot. It is the most insane movie on this list, complimentary, and that is The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus.
Yeah.
This is the movie that I really hope like one day somebody with a ton of money just invests in a live action, huge budget fantasy Santa Claus movie. Like 100%. This would be so freaking cool.
This is right behind a movie that we recently recorded an episode that has not come out yet at the time that we're recording this. Right there with Claus for me as one of my favorite Santa Claus origin stories I've ever watched. Like the idea that there's just magic and wizards and people who live forever, like fays that live forever out in the woods, and like this one person was just so genuinely good that a council of wizards was like, we have to make him immortal. He's just too perfect of a human to ever let die. Like, love it. Absolutely loved every crazy second of this watch.
I think that it's great that the number 1 is something that most people have never nor will never see.
Yes.
So, yeah. So they'll see I'm sure that you'll post the list somewhere after the fact, Matt, and people will be like, what the hell is Rudolph doing down there?
Yeah. All right. So let's go real quick. I'll run it all down. At number 17, we had Pinocchio's Christmas. At 16, we had The First Christmas, the story of the first Christmas snow. At 15, we had The Little Drummer Boy. At 14, we had The Little Drummer Boy Book 2. At 13, we had Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July. At 12, we had The Stingiest Man in Town. At 11, we had The Leprechaun's Christmas Gold. At 10, we had Frosty's Winter Wonderland. At 9, we had Santa Claus is Coming to Town. At 8, we had 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. At 7, we had Jack Frost. At 6, we had The Year Without a Santa. At 5, we had Nestor, the long-eared Christmas donkey. At 4, we had Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer. At 3, we had Rudolph's Shiny New Year. At 2, we had Frosty the Snowman. And the number 1 Rankin and Bass Christmas Special, The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus.
I think if there's one that we could get a mulligan on, it's really Nestor. I think he's way too high. But
I thought you said he's way too low.
No,
he should have been number 1. There are people who love that special. Barb's best friend was like, I fucking love Nestor the long-eared Christmas donkey. And I was texting her while I'm watching. I'm like, this is the saddest shit I've ever seen in my fucking life. Like, this is so depressing. He is cute though. I can't deny the cuteness.
He's super
of
cute.
That little donkey.
That gets points.
You never would have made it out of the
real
manger.
quick, I'm going to throw each one of you in full screen. Real quick, plug what you're up to, where people can check your stuff out.
I'm James. I'm from the Monster Alley Podcast. You can check us out at Monster Alley Pod on Instagram. You can check us out wherever you get your podcasts. And we talk about monster movies explicitly. So season 1 was all the classic black and white Universals. And now we've moved on to more modern stuff. We go do flashbacks. And it's a fun show. Matt joins us once a year to cover aquatic monsters, and check us out there.
All right.
And you can find me on this very channel with shows like Marvel Movie Talk, which I very sneakily posted the audio of what we did earlier today from the live stream. So you can find that now. And Geekscape Book Club, which we have coming up in a couple weeks right here, our final installment for December. And I also have my own personal podcast, The Blackcast, BLADTCAST. So if you want more of me, look for me there. And a friend from from Marvel Movie Talk, X-Men superfan Emma Frost, wants to hope that we're all experiencing the cheer of the season, except for Nestor.
Did not mean for that to happen. There we are. Dylan, it's you and I, the guys who started this crazy Christmas podcast. Hey, listen to Christmas 365. But
listen to Christmas 365. Donate to Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Coastal and Northern New Jersey. Help us out. We're at $1,386 of our goal of $2,000. But also, hey, look, we're on a shirt.
We are on a
faces,
shirt,
dude. That's our faces.
We've been putting. If you're listening to this audio a couple days later, our content is now. All of our links are in the show notes now, where you can find our store and all of that good jazz. Please donate. We're gonna keep the donations going until the end of the year, but because people are gonna be releasing the audio from this, and maybe that'll generate a couple more donations. But stay tuned. We're gonna go to a video that Christian Bladt made about the How I Met Your Mother finale. There'll be another quick commercial break. And then when we come back, it'll be Geekscape Live with Jonathan London and myself going down our top 10 pieces of content from this year.
Merry
Dylan,
Christmas, Matt.
Merry Christmas, Dylan.
That's all I got, man. Merry Christmas.
Whoa, now we won't stop till the big ball drops on New Year's. Happy holiday, have a great holiday, have a merry happy holiday.
What's up, everybody? This is Brian here to tell you about our podcast, Bingetown TV. Our hosts include 7 best friends with a love for all things television. We cover a range of genres with a focus on fantasy and sci-fi, but also dip our feet into drama, horror, comedy, and pretty much anything we think is good television. We use the traditional deep dive formula for new live shows that are released week to week, but our calling card is our Rooks and Vets and Pitchtown TV series. Rooks and Vets pairs 2 of our hosts that have seen a show with 2 of our hosts that have not seen a show. Pitchtown TV is when we have a special guest pitch us a show by having us watch the pilot and trying to convince us to watch the rest. If you're craving more content on some of your favorite TV shows, then you should listen to Bingetown TV. Find us on our website at bingetowntv.com, the Apple Podcast app, Spotify, or wherever else you may find your podcast.
Are you a fan of young adult novels?
Have you ever wondered the stories behind the people who wrote your favorite young adult novels?
Then join author Eric J. Brown
And Alyssa Lube of Netflix's The Circle.
every other Tuesday on YAOK.
Available on all podcasting apps.
Woo!
We're here to entertain you. We'll sing your songs.
Hey there. Are you obsessed with things that happened before your time? Well, if you are, join me, the host of Before My Time, Kelsey Laurie, to discuss the wonders of the yesteryears that we weren't around to enjoy ourselves. You can find us on all podcast platforms.
Dixieland's a playing. Soon you'll be swaying, so come on, sing along.
You're listening to the Geekscape Network.